Hello, crew. How's everybody doing? So, yesterday when I went live, if you missed that live, I shared with you guys that whenever there is an opportunity to do something a little bit different, your content looks a little bit different than everyone else, or you're creating something that nobody else knows how to create, do it. Absolutely do it. You definitely want to, hang on, I'm just trying, because I'm going to screen share today. I'm going to see if this is going to come up today. You should absolutely do things that are different to what everybody else is doing. So I'm going to share with you something today that is relatively new-ish, but not many people know how to do. So even though I'm sharing with this with you today, go and play with it. But I wouldn't recommend all of you go and do the same thing at the same time, because then it doesn't look as quite unique. In saying that, you're all connected to different people on social media. So when you can do something that looks a little bit different to what everyone else is doing, there's more eyeballs on you. I have proven this fact with something that has been appearing in my stories in the last few days. Who knows what I'm talking about? Who's been watching my personal stories? If you connected to me on Facebook and you're watching my personal profile, who knows what I'm talking about? What have you seen in my stories that you may have not seen before from other people? I want to know who's watching. So I'm going to share with you today how to do this for yourself. But this is one of those things that you don't want to overdo, because, when you overdo something, it's like, enough already. You just want to do it sparingly so it looks different and exciting, and other people are like, how are you doing that? Which is exactly what's happened to me. In my stories, people are going, oh, that's so cool. How are you doing that? Everybody wants to know how to do it. Now, I can't take credit necessarily for what I'm going to show you today, because it was actually a member in our community, the amazing Mrs. Beth Frederick, that actually alerted me to this new feature. And so then I started playing around with it myself. So thank you very much to Beth. So I just want to give her full credit for seeing this before I did. And now I'm stuck on the screen, so that's not going to work. If I'm looking to the side of you, I'm just pulling up my spare screen because I want to screen share with you and show you. So there's two things that I want to share with you regarding this. One, I'm going to share here on my page that all of you can go and do and explore yourself. The second one, I'm only going to share with those of you in my coaching community. So watch out for a little video from me later today in my time zone. So those of you that are headed for bed soon, you might pick it up tomorrow morning. But there's two ways that I want to show you how to use this. One of the ways is by using still pictures. The other way is by using actual video and actually keeping the live kind of features. So I'll share that with those of you in my coaching community. So how is everyone today? If we've not met before, my name is Helen Martin and I'm your online crew captain. So all this is just a bit of fun, because I'm at service to our amazing online crew community here. We've got entrepreneurs, home-based business owners, direct sellers, network marketers, all of the above here. And what we're learning to do is leverage social media with modern online strategies to build our business online. I'm in the field doing what you're doing. I'm building a team around the world in the network marketing industry. So what I practice, I preach. What I share with you, I'm doing. How I've grown my following and grown my team to, 1,400 people around the world in the last, under 2 years, is because of what I'm doing here and what I'm teaching you guys to do as well. So I'm in the trenches with you guys. Anybody that's new to our community, please say hello so we can welcome you to our community here. We love welcoming new people. If you don't know who's who in the zoo around here, I'm Helen Martin, obviously. This is Henry, if you didn't know. This is my little fishy Henry who guards Palm Cove while I'm not here. So that's Henry. And we have a few emojis floating around for our community if you're not familiar with those. So the palm tree is just for our community here. We have a little fish, which is for my free group. Those of you, there might be some of you here watching from my free group, which is called Social Media Strategies for Home Business Owners. So you guys get to use the fish. Those of you in my coaching community where I actually give you practical training, the how-to of how to build your business online the modern way, you get to use the cruise ship. Those with an anchor, you're anchored into my coaching community. So life members, which I'm not offering anymore after the end of this month. If you want to be a life member in my coaching community, you need to get in this month because that's going at the end of the month. And I also work with a small group of people which are called my VIPs, and I'm working with them closely for 12 months to help them with their businesses. So who's here? Quick hellos before we get into the practical training. Hello, Sarah. How are you? We've got Beth there. She is the amazing woman that shared this with me first. Hey, Gloria. What a week. Yeah, what a week. Hi, Christine. How are you? Good to see you on. Hello, Susan. Lovely to see you here. We've got Hero as well. Beth's one of our life members. That invisible emoji was fun to play with. Can't wait to learn another fun trick. Thank you. Gosh, spit it out, Helen. If you didn't catch yesterday's live, go back and watch that where I shared with you the invisible emoji that you can do. Sometimes it takes a bit of playing around with. And those of you in my coaching community, I actually gave it to you in a post. So if you haven't seen that, I tagged it to the announcement section in my coaching community group. I actually gave you the invisible emoji. So you just need to copy and paste it and just play with it. So catch yesterday's live if you missed that regarding that. Comic strips. So Sarah knows what I'm going to talk about today. Hey, Tony, how are you? Good to see you on. Hey, Cherie, lovely to see you here and welcome to our coaching community. Brand new member to our coaching community. So happy to have you there, Cherie. I know Susan's one of our life members and VIPs. I know, love them. Cartoon character review, which is called Avatar. Okay, so they're avatar cartoon characters, which not many people know how to find or use, but there is a workaround because you can't actually share it straight from, I'll get to that in your cartoon stories. Yeah, cartoon characters and comic stories. Yay, Beth. Yeah, Beth's the legend. She is the rock star, and she's been secretly just sort of holding back of using it to allow me to share. Little legend. Very cool. I would love to know how you do this. Well, today you're going to learn how to do some of it. And in the coaching community, I'll show you how to do the actual animated version of it. You're very welcome. She actually messaged me one night and said she was cursing me. It was a bit addicting. Yeah, massive warning, guys. Massive. That is very true. I sent a message to Beth saying, I am so cursing you right now because these kind of things too get addictive. When you get onto them and you start playing with them, you can waste easy, guys, a couple of hours playing around with stuff like this. So I share this with you today with a warning. It's a fabulous time waster, absolute fabulous time waster. So if you've got things that you need to do this evening, if it's night for you, or today, if it's morning in your part of the world like mine in Australia, don't go and check this out today. Do it another day because, yeah, it does get a little bit addictive. Hey, Susan, lovely to see you here. Sorry, I lost my spot there. Awesome. Hello, Chantel. Great to see you on. We've got Gina. We've got Kimberly. Lovely to see you here, Kimberly. We've got Amanda. We've got Katie. We've got Lucy. Hello, dear friend. Can't watch your lovely live videos because working hours. Oh, but trust me, I'm following all the way and loving your stories. No worries, Lucy. You're here today. I'm actually live today, so good to see you on. Hey, Sophie. Good to see you here. We've got Patricia. Thank you. It was fun to play with. So that was yesterday's invisible emojis. All right, Lifetime, here I come. Oh, wow. Wacky do, Sarah. Hello, Susan, Gloria. I got that invite emoji saved in notes. Well done, Gloria, because those of you in my coaching community, you want to save what I gave you yesterday and put it in your notes. So, because it'll get pushed down the news feed. Although those in my coaching community, I did save it to the unit that's got the additional training videos. It's sitting up the top there. So if you need to find it again, that's where you'll find it. Sounds like a fun topic. It is, Amanda. This is a fun one. No worries, Cherie. Hello, Andrew. Good to see you on. You know how bad at procrastinating I am. No, not allowed to procrastinate. Hey, Jules, lovely to see you on. Hey, Nikki, great to see you on live. Okay, so let's get to the goods. screen is frozen over here, but it's really important for me to know because there's a bit of coordination here tech-wise, guys. I have to share my screen so I can share my mobile phone screen and show you how to do this. Now, to share with you what I'm sharing with you, did that make sense? If any of you have watched my stories, this week from my personal profile, I've been sharing little stories of cartoons. So it's using my avatar, so the cartoon character of me, but it's actually a little story. So there'll be 5 or 6 little snippets of a particular story, but it's really cool to get interaction and engagement from, especially the one that I put up yesterday. My messenger blew up. Like people are just loving it. They're leaving comments, so they're in my messenger. If you haven't caught the vision of stories, what are you doing, guys? Stories is your best friend as far as networking goes, as far as somebody reacting to a story and they're in your messenger. You can just message them back and say, hey, how you going? Thanks for your comment. Really appreciate that. No brainer, guys. You should be doing stories every single day. And this is something a little bit different that not many people know how to do. So that's where I said at the beginning, don't overuse it because it's going to lose its emphasis. You may want to use it once every few days or even just once a week, guys. Don't do it every day because it'll suddenly get boring. And if you're all doing it at once, it loses its uniqueness. But, at the same time, you want to be sharing something that not many people know how to do, okay? So let's share my screen. I've got to set this up. This is not playing nicely over here. So I'm just going to play it around in the background and set up my phone. So just give me a second for that because I actually want to show you how to do this from my phone. So I'm going to start the video. No, I'm going to screen share my phone. I know you're looking at me, but I'm actually doing something in the screen in the background. So I'm prepping my phone to show you guys connecting to the computer. So that should connect in a minute. Okay, now let's see what happens here. So, that's frozen again. This is going to be a little pain in my bottom today. Da-da-da. Oh, it went away. This all hinges on this working on my computer. There's going to be a major letdown in a minute if I can't work out how to screen share with you. But I'm not seeing, hang on, screen share. I don't need audio, continue without audio, share. Hang on, come on, let's sort it out. Let's see if this is going to work. Okay, so connecting to the computer now. And then I've got to, when that connects, which will be right about now, I'm going to share my screen here. And let's see if this works. Oops, hang on. All right, you with me now? So let's go back to Zoom. Hang on, where did my phone go? So I'm screen sharing, aren't I, guys? But I've lost my phone image. Yeah, okay. So, I've got to get that out the way. I've got to go to there. Oh, now we're back to Google. Oh, it's all fun and games. All right. Will you just do it with me? Okay, so where's my Zoom gone? I've lost my Zoom. Perhaps if we go under here. There we go. Okay, can you see my phone, guys? What a workaround. You got all my Zoom meetings ID, just catching up there. Okay, I think you've got me. I can't see comments on the screen, so let's see if I can get comments. Yeah, I'm live. All right. Okay. Can someone just let me know in the comments that you can see my screen? Okay. Boot camps aren't going away. Okay. Sorry, someone, I just hung up on you and I can't see comments. So I'm just fingers crossed, guys, that you can see my screen because I can't see comments. They're not coming up. Can somebody that has got my personal messenger, can you just send me a message on Messenger and just say that you can see my screen? Because it'll actually pop up on the screen now. That would be really helpful because that's not being helpful over there. So I've got a voicemail from somebody there. So Christine said all good. There's a massive delay in the comments. Okay, so where we are going, guys, sorry about that. Just took a bit of a minute to get organized there. You're all good from Sarah. Thank you. Thanks. Really appreciate that. Okay, so even if here they all come, there'll probably be a few that, yep, here they all go. You're legends, guys. Thank you. Yep. I'll just get rid of them. Thank you, guys. All right, so what we're going to use here, you guys are great. What we're going to use here, even if you don't use this, we're going to Snapchat, okay? That's where we're going first. So I'm going into, now you don't have to use Snapchat, you don't need to want to use Snapchat. We're just going to use, thank you, we're just going to use the feature on Snapchat and save it. And then we're going to repurpose it in our stories, okay? So follow along with me here. So I'm going into Snapchat. Now, Snapchat is going to focus on me. So we're going in, hang on, where should I look? I'll look there because then that'll make sense of that. So I'm in Snapchat as if I'm going to take a snap, but I'm not going to take a snap. So if you don't have Snapchat, you've never used it, download the app and then just go in as if you're taking a snap, okay? But where you're going to go, I'll look over here, is can you see next to my head up the top left, can you see the little search icon, okay? We're going to press that. We're going to go into the search icon. Now, you're going to see it up there already because I've already used it, but we're going to go and find Bitmoji stories, okay? So you would actually type up here, mine was already up there because I've been to it before. So you're going to type in Bitmoji stories, okay? And it's going to take us to Bitmoji stories. Now, these are not for sharing anywhere else, according to the Snapchat app. You can share these between your people that you're connected on Snapchat, but you can't just share from here into Facebook stories or Instagram stories. So what we're going to do is get creative. This is a workaround, guys. We're going to get creative with how we save this to our camera roll, so then repurpose. So what I'm sharing on my live here today for all of you is how to actually share the stills to create a story to then repurpose. I will do this on screen right now. But those of you in my coaching community, I'm actually going to share with you how you can actually take the video, not just the stills. Okay, so there's two ways to do this. So the two things I don't like about this, you cannot save with what I just mentioned. You cannot save from here to repurpose. So we've got to find a workaround, which is what I'm going to show you. The second thing is you can't search themes. You just literally have to scroll through the stories. And this is where, massive warning, guys, this is the time waster. When you get stuck in here and you start watching all these stories, you'll be gone for an hour. I tell you, going through all of these, having a look at them all, okay? So I'm just going to choose one. So one, you can't pick on one and save it. We've got to work around for that. And the other thing is there's no search feature here to search for a theme. You just literally have to go through them. So I'm going to find one that I haven't used before. Oh, my notifications, I should have turned them off before I started sharing. Trick or treat, no. So I'm going to go to this one, the one, okay? So I'm going to click on this, okay? So I'm actually going to go backwards. I've obviously looked at this one before. So let's have a quick look at it. So going backwards, I'm actually tapping on the screen on the left-hand side of the screen, okay? What are you doing on my paper, Blocky? Tapping the screen. You know I can't start on it if you sit there. Tapped my screen. You wouldn't have started even if I wasn't here. That's not true at all. I have so many ideas. Now scram. Fine, I'm out of here. Now, where was I? Later, nothing's happening. And then that's the end of the story, okay? And it'll go on to another one, okay? So hang on, I want to go back to where I was. So once I've been in it before, it'll be up in my top left corner to go back into it. So I'm just going to find that one again and show you what I do with it to get it in my camera roll because we can't save it. So I'm going into, oh, that's going to drive me nuts. Somebody's just started a conversation in Messenger. Okay, so I'm going to that stories one. So I'm clicking on it and I'm actually going backwards. So I'm tapping left of my screen there. Okay, so I'm getting back into it. Right, I'm screenshotting. Guys, this is what I'm doing. Resizing while I screenshot. Done. Tap the screen. Screenshot. Resize. So this takes a bit of patience, guys. If you want to do things that nobody else is doing, then you have to work at it because we can't save these. So I'm screenshotting, resizing, and done. When I'm saving, so screenshot. If you don't know how to screenshot, you need to work out your type of phone, how you screenshot. So I'm on an iPhone, so I've got iPhone 11. So I don't even know where I'm up to now. Have I tapped forward, guys? I'll just do that one twice because I'm talking and screenshotting and I don't know where I'm up to. I may have done that one twice. Next one. Okay, so this is the still version. The video version, which is a lot quicker, you just need to edit it. I'll share with the coaching community a little bit later. Okay, now where was I? So to screenshot on the iPhone, I've got to push 2 buttons on one side and the other button on the other side. So my volume buttons and my on-off button, okay? And I think that's the end of it. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to get out of stories. I'm just going to get out of everything. Oh, who does that? Do you not? Wow, there's too many. We'll just get out of that. I thought I was going to do that quickly, but obviously not. So now I'm going to go into my photos and check that they're there. Yep, they're all there. So I've screenshotted my story and each sequence of that story. I just want to check that I haven't done it twice. What are you doing on my paper, Brocky? You know I can't start on it if you sit there. You wouldn't have started even if I was there. That's not true at all. I have many ideas. Did I do that twice? Right. I'm going to delete that one. I did do that one twice. Now scram out of here. Now where was I? Later, nothing's happening. Okay. So now I'm going into stories. I'm going to add to my stories. And you can see my last story. Can you see the first one there? It's actually one of these. So ordinarily, guys, I wouldn't put these back to back. It's going to get too much for people and they'll stop watching. So if you use one of these, I'm going to do this for demonstration purposes. But if you do these, don't do them back to back, guys. That's going to be overkill in something that you know how to do that nobody else knows how to do, but you don't want to overdo it, okay? So I'm going to add to my story. Now that's going to allow me to obviously, I can pick up on the camera and do a story of me right now, or I can go to my camera roll. So I'm going to scroll down and go to the first one. And I'm literally going to go share a story. Pick it up, go to the second image, share a story. Story, go to the third image, share a story. You get the idea, guys? Where was I? The fourth one. And 1, 2, 3 for the fifth one. I hope I've got these in the right order. We'll soon know. That one, shared a story. So I've literally shared them in a sequence, and I'm posting them in a sequence. We can do this as a video, as I said, and I think that was the last one. Okay, so now if I go back into my stories, so this is the one that I've already shared yesterday. And you know what the really intriguing thing with this is, can you see the other avatar in my in this story, the one I did last night? That's because that avatar, believe it or not, is my sister's avatar. So it was my sister's 50th birthday yesterday. I shared that with you guys. And so Alison and I were conversing in Snapchat yesterday. So it's picked up her avatar. This morning, I was actually having a conversation in Snapchat with somebody else. Hang on, I'm just going to pause that. If you don't know how to pause stories, you just literally put your finger on the screen. So I'm just literally holding my finger down on the screen and it pauses a story. And I noticed with the Snapchats with the second person, it now looks like her. So whoever you've conversed with last in Snapchat, if you use Snapchat, it's got the avatar. If there's a second person in the story, it's going to pick up the last person that you spoke to in Snapchat. That's what I've picked up anyway. So if I just go backwards, let's see if so that's the last one. So this is now going to go into the one that I've just created. What are you doing on my paper, Blocky? I'll just fast forward a bit quicker. You know I can't start on it. If you sit there, you wouldn't have started even if I wasn't here. That's not true at all. I have so many ideas. Now scram. Fine, I'm out of here. Now where was I? Later. Yeah. So I don't know if I missed one there or not. But anyway, okay. Do you get the gist, guys? So there's Zoom. Where's StreamYard? Hang on, got to come back to StreamYard and remove that one. So you should be back at me. So what do you think about that? Do you think that you'd use that? Go and play with it. Just remember, you need to be able to learn from your phone how to screenshot, resize, automatically saves into your camera roll, and then you'll be able to just post it individually, one by one. We can actually record it as an actual, because it does have images and moving bits in the Bitmoji stories as well. But that's actually a different strategy than what I just shared with you there to get the animation, which I'll do a separate video for those of you in my coaching community. You may have noticed on my screen, there's also Bitmoji TV. So there's also animated ones that actually have little stories that you could also just go and play with it yourself, but they tend to be a little bit long. No, these are just quick, short, sharp, and they can be funny. So let's see what you guys are saying. Sarah, I think mine is my bestie up in the Gold Coast. Kind of looks like Sam, but with glasses. So that will change if you start communicating with somebody else in stories. It's weird. So Nikki thinks it's cool. Thanks, Helen. I already did some with screenshots. Surprised, but happy to hear you are suggesting the same thing. Cool. You know what I do to share your videos to my own messages. So when I have time to watch it, I have about 20 of your live videos on my message, so I can always watch them. I miss your live or want to learn how to do it just in case I forgot what you said. Trust me, I'm learning a lot from you. Awesome. Glad to hear it. Hey, David. Lovely to see you on. So just to reiterate, use it, play with it, share it, go and waste some time on it, but not too much time. But please don't overdo new things like this. But you might be surprised when you do it, how many people sort of reach out to you in Messenger and go, how did you do that? It's been really frustrating to a couple of people I know. And I'm like, just hold off. I'm going to share it on a live video. And they're like, no, I want to know how to do it now. But it's all good. So go and play and have some fun with it. I hope you enjoy that. Now, just to share with you, because of family stuff I've got going on tomorrow, my sister's 50th, the boys' tennis and birthday parties and a memorial for a friend that just passed away. That's all happening tomorrow. So I'm not going live tomorrow as in live, but I am posting a video at the same time I would normally go live. So if you're used to jumping on at this time, please do jump on, because I just have an important message that I want to share to all of you, which I think is just really, really important when building a business online. It's just, I see people they lose this foundational piece when building a business online, and I just want to share that. So I want to go live tomorrow, but I'm not going to have time. So I'm just going to pre-record a video and put it up. Okay, so just watch out for that tomorrow, and I will see you guys same time next week for more cool tips and training and stuff like that. Are you excited with that one, guys? Do you like seeing it? Like those of you that have seen it in my personal profile, do you think you'll use that? I'm just interested to know whether you will. And to Beth, if you're still on, I just want to say thank you very much for bringing that to my attention before I even saw it myself. Because it enabled me to go and play with that. And coaching community, watch out later today for a secondary video to this training on how to actually capture the animation in it as well, not just the stills. Okay, so have an awesome weekend. I know we're not there yet, but because this will be my last live for the week, and I'll catch you next week, guys, for more great training. Okay, catch you then. Bye.